Good morning, students. All of you are welcome in fifth semester. As usual, in fifth semester, also there are three papers: MAT 501, real analysis first; MAT 502, abstract algebra first; and MAT 503, mathematical statistics first. Now, out of these three papers, I will teach the second paper, that is MAT 502 as abstract algebra first. Now, name of our first topic is group theory. We shall start this chapter from defining a group. At first, we shall see the definition of a group. Now, to define a group, we shall consider G is a non-empty set and dot is a binary operation defined on a set G. Here, dot is a notation to define a binary operation. It is not our usual product. Then the algebraic structure or algebraic system G dot is called as a group if the following conditions are satisfied. We shall see all these four conditions one by one. First condition is closure property. Closure property. Closure property means if we consider any two elements from the set, then their product must be element of the same set. And mathematically we write this as A and B belongs to given set G implies A dot B also belongs to G. Second condition is associative property. That means A dot B dot C must be equals to A dot B dot C for all A, B, C belongs to G. That means if we change the bracket, the value should not be changed. This is called as an associative property. Third condition is existence of identity element. Existence of identity element means there must be exist an element E belongs to G satisfying the condition that A dot E is equals to E dot A is equals to A for every A belongs to G. This condition must be true for all elements. If this condition is satisfied, the element E belongs to G is called as a identity element. Next required condition is existence of inverse element or inverse. Means for every element A belongs to G, there must be exist any other element. For example, B belongs to G, satisfying the condition that A dot B is equals to B dot A is equals to E. Here E is the identity element. In this case, then we say that B is the inverse of A. As there is a symmetry A dot B and B dot A, as we say that B is the inverse of A, we can say that A is also inverse of B. That means in general we can say that A and B are inverses of each other. The inverse of element A is denoted by A inverse. Inverse of element A is denoted by A inverse, and using this notation, this condition changes to A dot A inverse is equals to A inverse dot A is equals to E. Now here we have not considered the commutative property. If these four properties are satisfied, in the algebraic structure G dot is called as a group with respect to binary operation dot. Then next definition is abelian group. Abelian group means we shall consider that G dot is a group. G dot is a group such that A dot B is equals to B dot A for all A and B belongs to G. This property is called as a commutative property. That means in a group G dot, if commutative property is satisfied, then this group G dot is called as a abelian group. the group G dot is called as a abelian group, or it is also called as a commutative group. Other name, abelian group or commutative group. Means for abelian group, how many conditions? There is no only one condition. For abelian group, there are 5 conditions, because already we have taken G dot as a group. G dot as a group, that means there are these 4 conditions and one more commutative properties. Means for abelian group, we require 5 conditions. Which are these 5 conditions? Closure property, associative property, existence of identity element, existence of inverse element, and commutative property must be satisfied. Okay. Now here we have taken only G is any non-empty set. As we have said that any, it may be finite or may be infinite. If the set G is finite, then the G dot is called as a finite group. G dot is called as a finite group. If G is finite, then G dot is called as a finite group. If G is infinite, then G dot is called as a infinite group. The next definition, order of the group. If G is a finite group, then we can count the number of elements. Then the number of elements in the set G, is called as a order of group G. Order of group G. What is order of group G? Number of elements in the set G is called as the order of group G. That means if G has 3 elements, order of the group G is 3, and order of group G is denoted by O of G. If G has 3 elements, order of G is 3. Okay. Now we shall see examples of group. Example. Consider set of integer r, which is equals to 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 plus or minus 3 and so on. We know that it is an infinite set, or it also written as, this can be written as, or I am writing I is equals to, look, so on, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Consider set of integer and plus as a binary operation. Then algebraic system become I plus. And we shall show that this I plus is a group. Means to show that I plus is a group, we have to verify all these 4 conditions are satisfied. We shall see these one by one. First, closure property. For closure property, we have to consider any 2 elements of set G, then their product also belongs to G. In this case, dot means plus and G means I. Means this condition becomes A, B belongs to G implies A plus B belongs to G. G means I. Means if we consider any 2 integers, their sum or their addition must be again an integer, and we know that sum of any 2 integer is again an integer. That means this closure property is satisfied. In particular case, 5, okay, and 7 belongs to R. Then what is 5 plus 7? It is 12. And we know that 10 is also integer. This is true for any 2 integer. You may consider both are negative. One of them is positive and one of them is negative also. means closure property is satisfied. Second, associative property means in this case it will become A plus B plus C is equals to A plus B plus C, and this is true for any three integer. It is true for any three integer. For example, consider A is equals to -3, B is equals to 5 and C equals to 4. Then consider left hand side, -3 plus 5 plus 4. Okay, and -3 plus 5 is 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. Okay, now consider right hand side. Right hand side, here A means -3 plus in bracket B is 5 and C is 4 plus 4. This is equals to -3 plus 5 plus 4, 9, and -3 plus 9 is equal to 6. You can observe that left hand side is equal to right hand side. That means for integers the associative property is satisfied. Okay, this second condition is also satisfied. Now we come towards the third condition, that is existence of identity element. We have to obtain the identity element. This condition becomes A plus E is equals to E plus A is equals to A. Can you tell me for which value of E this sum is A plus which element or which integer? Use A. Or which integer plus A is equals to A? Clearly E is equals to 0. We know that A plus 0 is equals to A, or 0 plus A is equals to A. That means in this case E is equals to 0. In particular case, if you consider A equal to 6, then we know that 6 plus 0 is equals to 0 plus 6 is equals to 6. That means identity element 0 exists in I. 0 is a integer. Third condition is also satisfied. Now verify the fourth condition, existence of inverse element. Right? Existence of inverse element, this will become A plus B. A plus B is equal to B plus A is equals to E. E means 0. Here in this case B is the inverse of A or A is the inverse of B. For which value of B we get A plus B is equal to 0? For which value of B? Or B plus A is equals to 0. We can observe. If we consider negative of A, that means A plus minus A is equals to minus A plus A is equals to 0. That means inverse of A is minus A. That means inverse of any integer is its negative element. Inverse of any integer its negative element. That means inverse of 5 is minus 5. Inverse of minus 6, its negative is plus 6. Only change the sign of that element, then you will get the inverse with respect to addition in the set of integers. Means we can observe that all these four conditions are satisfied, and therefore I plus is a group. I plus is a group. Is it abelian? When it will be abelian? The I plus will be abelian group if commutative property is satisfied. That means A plus B is equals to B plus A. And we know that for any tool AB belongs to I, this condition is satisfied, and therefore I plus is abelian group, commutative group. Okay? But set I is infinite, and therefore we cannot consider or define its order. Means we can say only that I plus is a abelian group of infinite order, because I is a infinite set. Okay, is it out any clear? Is definition clear? Okay. Now we shall consider some other example. Next example we shall consider G is a set of elements 1 minus 1 I minus I, 1 minus 1 I minus I, and consider multiplication is a binary operation. That means in this case dot is a multiplication, means our algebraic structure is G multiplication. Now for this algebraic structure we have to observe that these four conditions are satisfied or not. Okay, we shall do these one by one. But in this case, as a G is a finite set, we shall construct a composition table. Write here multiplication binary operation, and in given elements 1 minus 1 I minus I, 1 minus 1 I minus I. Now take the product. 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, 1 into I is I. Okay, 1 into minus I is minus I. Now second row, minus 1 into 1 minus 1, minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 into I minus I, then minus 1 into minus I, it is a plus I. Okay. Then next row, 1 into this 1 into I or I into 1 is I into minus 1 is minus I into I is I square. Now here I square, I is the imaginary unit, such that I square is minus 1, and I into minus I. This negative sign already there, and I into I is a I square is minus 1, and this minus 1 it will become plus 1. And last row, minus I into 1 is minus I into minus 1 is plus minus I into I is plus 1. Okay, because I into I is I square is minus 1, and this minus 1 it will become plus 1. Oh. Now plus minus I into minus I, this minus plus I into I square, and I square is minus 1. Now this is a composition table. Now we can observe the properties or conditions of a definition of group. Closure property means multiplication of any two elements of G must be again an element of G. And here all possible multiplication of elements of G are mentioned in this composition table. And we can observe that all entries or every element in this table is an element of G. You can observe. Okay? And therefore this closure property is satisfied. Here observe that the elements of G are complex numbers. And we know that in a set of complex number, associative property is satisfied. Associative property is satisfied. The second condition is also true. Existence of identity element. We shall verify that identity elements means any element into which element is equals to same element. We require that here 1 into 1 is 1. Then minus 1 into 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, 1 into I is I, 1 into minus I is minus I. Or if you consider in reverse order, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, 1 into I is I, 1 into minus I is minus I. That means if we consider the multiplication of 1 with every other element, we get the same element. And therefore, here identity element is 1. Means here E is equals to 1. This is the E, identity element. Okay? Now we shall verify the inverse. Inverse means we have to consider product of which two elements is the identity element. That means 1. Then these two elements will be inverses of each other. Here we observe that product of 1 with 1 is 1. 1 means identity element. That means inverse of 1 is 1 itself. Then see here, minus 1 into minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1 is a plus 1. That is the identity element. This is the identity element. That means inverse of minus 1 is minus 1 itself. Now observe here, this is the identity element. And which will product of I and minus I. That means inverse of I is minus I, which gives the identity element. Inverse of I is minus I. And now consider last row, it is 1. Inverse of 1 means identity. Inverse of minus I. Inverse of minus I is a I. Means every element has an inverse. Inverse of 1 is 1. Inverse of minus 1 is minus 1. Inverse of I is minus I. Inverse of minus I is I. Every element has a inverse. And therefore, G multiplication is a group with identity element 1. Is it clear? What about the commutative property? We know that complex numbers are commutative. That means such condition is satisfied here. A multiplied by B is equals to B multiplied by A. It is always true in the set of complex number. That means commutative property is satisfied, and therefore G multiplication is a abelian group or commutative group. Again, we can count the number of elements. In G there are 4 elements. Therefore, order of this group is 4. Order of this group is 4. Means in one sentence we say that G multiplication is an abelian group of order 4. Okay? Is any doubt? Now we have seen that I plus is abelian group. Now what happens if we consider multiplication binary operation? As the set of integer, their multiplication of any two integer is a again integer, closure property is satisfied. Multiplication of integer is a associative. Here 1 belongs to I is identity element. That means E is equals to 1. If we multiply by 1 to every element, we get the same element. That means E is equals to 1. What about the inverse element? Inverse means product of two element. Product of two element. In this case, multiplication is equal to I. That is the identity element E. Now, is it possible here? For example, if you consider, it must be true for every A and B belongs to G. If you consider A is equals to 5, then 5 into which element is equals to 1? 5 into E. 5 into which element? Okay, 5 into which element is equals to E is 1, and clearly it is 1 by 5. 5 into 1 by 5 is equals to 1. That means inverse of 5 is 1 by 5. But 1 by 5 is not integer. 1 by 5 is not integer. In general, inverse of any element A belongs to I must be element 1 upon A. It must be belongs to I. But 1 upon A is a rational number. It is not a integer. And therefore, inverse element does not exist. Though I plus is a abelian group, I multiplication is not a group because inverse does not exist. Similarly, we can say that n plus, it is not a group because 0 is the identity element and 0 is not a natural number. That means 0 does not belongs to n. Means n plus is not a group. N multiplication also not a group because inverse element does not exist. But in general, we say that set of non-zero rational number or set of non-zero real numbers, which is denoted by like this R0. R0 means set of non-zero. Means 0 is not an element of R0. Or some one write this as a R minus 0 also. Set of non-zero real numbers with respect to multiplication. R0 multiplication is a abelian group.